We gather today to remember Ernesto Che Guevara, a man whose life became a symbol, whose face became an icon, and whose convictions stirred both admiration and controversy across the world. Born in 1928 in Rosario, Argentina, Che was not born into revolution. He was born into curiosity. As a young man, he studied medicine, driven in part by his own struggle with asthma and by a desire to heal. But it was his journeys across Latin America, most famously his motorcycle trip as a young student, that changed him. Traveling through rural villages and mining towns, he witnessed poverty, inequality, and suffering on a scale that left a deep mark on his conscience. Those experiences transformed a medical student into a man determined to confront injustice at its roots. In Mexico, in the mid-1950s, he met Fidel Castro. Together, they joined a small band of revolutionaries committed to overthrowing the Cuban dictatorship of Fulgencio Batista. In 1956, they sailed to Cuba aboard the yacht Granma. The early days were marked by hardship and near defeat, but Che proved disciplined, fearless, and unwavering. In the mountains of the Sierra Maestra, he became both a commander and a symbol of resolve. When the revolution succeeded in 1959, he emerged as one of its central figures. After the revolution, Che held several important roles in the new Cuban government, including head of the National Bank and Minister of Industry. He spoke on the world stage, including at the United Nations, advocating anti-imperialism and solidarity among developing nations. To his supporters, he embodied self-sacrifice and internationalism. He believed that revolution was not confined to one nation, but was a global struggle. Yet his life was also marked by controversy. His role in revolutionary tribunals and the harsh realities of post-revolutionary justice remain subjects of debate and strong emotion. Che was a man of uncompromising ideals, and that intensity left a complicated legacy. To some, he was a champion of the oppressed. To others, a figure associated with the costs of radical change. In 1965, leaving his positions of power behind, Che chose once more the uncertainty of armed struggle, first in the Congo and later in Bolivia. He believed that leaders should not remain behind desks while others fought. In 1967, he was captured in Bolivia and executed at the age of 39. His death, like his life, reverberated far beyond borders. Over time, his image, captured in Alberto Corda's famous photograph, became one of the most recognized in the world. For many, it represents rebellion, courage, and the refusal to accept injustice as inevitable. Che Guevara once wrote, "The true revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love." Whether one agrees with his methods or questions them, it is clear that he lived and died for what he believed was a more just world. Today, we remember a man of fierce conviction, flawed, passionate, relentless, a man who left comfort behind in pursuit of ideals. A life that invites us not only to judge history, but to reflect on our own responsibilities to one another. Ernesto Che Guevara's story remains unfinished, carried on in debate, in memory, and in the enduring human longing for dignity and change.